Good morning. This is Car Chat. You might hear my GPS going off in the background, just so you know, because I'm headed somewhere. I wanted to talk a little bit about something I heard in church last night that I thought was interesting, and it's kind of coincides with the something I've been listening to on some different podcasts. There was a sermon last night about the prodigal son, which I thought was, it's always interesting, and I've heard quite a few different angles on that, and it's always a very interesting thing. And there's a kind of a connection to that with a phrase called prodigal spouse. And I realized this morning, and I'm going to talk about myself here just because, it's easier than talk about other people that I don't know about. I realized this morning that it doesn't really talk about the father. It doesn't talk about the one who got left. Yet you can tell when he arrives back home that the father is excited. He runs to see him. He doesn't really care about all this stuff that he's saying. The prodigal obviously has a change of mindset. There's a true repentance that happens, and he repents. But the father doesn't really care about that part of it at that moment. It's all joy. It's all happiness. And it occurs to me that this is one of those things where it's a pray without ceasing. I'll bet, and I'm inferring onto the Bible here, through onto the parable, I'm betting that father never stopped praying. I'm betting that father never stopped praying to God, begging God to bring his son home. He didn't do anything to try to make that happen. He let the son do what the son was going to do. He let the son go through the motions. But I'm betting that father prayed every single day that his son would come home, and waited with anticipation, with hope, that one day that son was going to come home, and come home with a repentant spirit. I think we can take that in situations like this one. I think we can take that and we can apply that to this situation. That we should be praying every single day, anticipating God to move, God to bring that person to repentance, God to bring that person to soften that person's heart, to soften that seared mind that's been seared with sin. I don't think that's wrong. I think there's that prayer needs to be happening on a daily basis. Just like I believe the father would have been praying for that son each and every day. So I just want to kind of leave that thought. It was a good thought. I love you. I hope this helps somebody.